Hello everyone, this is Rashik from Agency Handy, and today we're going to look at how to create services in Agency Handy. So at first you go into the service tab, then you click on this create service button, then you put in your service name, because I'll just put in two. I'll probably have a service created. You put in a details of all the stuff that you are going to do within the service. Then you are going to choose the pricing, so whether this is a one time thing or subscription. One time is very easy to understand. It's a one time thing, someone pays you and whatnot. In subscription, we're going to do subscription because it's a bit more complex. Then we're going to choose a currency. Let's choose Australian dollar for now. And now this part, right? So what happens whenever someone creates a service and say a client purchases a service, we create an order here, right? And within each order, there are tasks in order for you to complete that order. For example, it's a digital marketing service, there might be 5 tasks, right? Within that. So given this is a subscription base, say it's a 1 month long subscription, what happens at the end of each month? So we create a new order at the end of each month, as with new invoices, new payments and everything. And we give you two options, whether you want that order to have all the 5 tasks that you already had, so just a fresh order with all those fresh tasks, or you just want a new order created with no task inside it. So it's going to be an empty order. You can create whatever task you want. So we just give you a better flexibility on that. So let's just do new order with create new order with new task. Then we come into this packages thing. So packages are basically for you to offer different sort of price point, different sort of offerings within a particular service. So I'm just going to say for this digital marketing service, I have two packages. One is a primary package, one is an intermediary package. You put in a detail, then you mention what is included within this package. So what are the deliverables for this package? Let's just put in some random stuff. So I'm going to say SEO, social marketing, whatnot. This one includes more strategy, planning, uh, and writing. So these are the offerings that I have. It can be entirely different for you. Then I'll put in a price point. So let's just I'm gonna say this is 500 Australian dollars. This is 1,000 Australian dollars, right? So now it comes to what is that billing cycle look like? So is it a monthly thing? Is it a quarterly thing? Is it yearly thing or something like that? So for example, I'm just gonna keep it every 1 month. So basically every 1 month the subscription will renew. You can choose it like in a monthly, daily, weekly, whatever. So for this, I'm just gonna say this is more of a quarterly thing, right? So then the comes to whether how many times you want this cycle to be continued. So I'll just gonna say I want this cycle to be continued at least 6 times, right? For this, I want this to be continued 12 times. If not, if you don't put in any data, it will continue indefinitely. Then you can put up setup fee. So these are the subscription fee and everything are per subscription basis. So per billing cycle, this will renew, but there might be something that is more of a one-time thing. So you can do it in setup fee. So I'm just gonna say I have this $100 Australian dollar setup fee for the first month. For this, I have this $300 Australian dollar setup fee that is for first 2 months, right? So first 2 month, work. And then you can also add a trial period for your client to check out your services. When you're done, next. So as I've already mentioned, when someone purchases a service, the system creates an order, and within order you can create tasks, right? So what you can also do is you can create some default tasks. So for example, whenever someone purchases this exact service, along with the order that is get created, you also create a few tasks as well. So it just helps your life a bit easier. So then every time someone orders something, you don't have to go into that order and create all those different tasks over and over again. So I'm just going to say for this digital marketing service, I want this 4 tasks to be created automatically. You're done with task. You can also add a portfolio. So this showcase to your client whatever work you've been doing. It sort of adds a credibility for your work towards your client's mind. There is a portfolio section. We'll go into this and how you can add a portfolio. You can also add a subscription reminder. So you might want to give reminders. For example, if payment gets failed, if if someone is overdue, something like this. So there are option to put in sequential reminders. So can be for various reason and before or after next payment, whatever, right? So whatever suits your agenda, you can put in multi-layer reminder settings. You can also say I just don't want any reminder to be set as well. Then you can do FAQs, and you can also whether you want this to be published or not. So now that all of this done, let's just save and continue. Once a service is created, we can link it with an intake form. So basically the idea of intake form is to get all the data points that you would need in order to complete that service. So for example, if you're doing a digital marketing service, you might need like the logos, brand guide, stuff like that. So you can set those up from this intake form from here. So I'm just going to choose one. I'm just going to say, okay, fine, this intake forms is what we are going to go through now. So now I have this service created. I have this details. If I had image and everything uploaded, it will showcase here. Description, I have those 2 packages with all the offerings and everything. So this is how you can create a service. When you have all the service created, it sort of creates a whole catalog of services. Then you can also pick certain services. So here there's the option select multiple service. So if you click on this, you can select multiple service and sort of group those services into a particular group as well. So something like this. See, like I've selected 3 and group selected services. I'm just gonna say that, like, this group is marketing. So I have this marketing services. So these are the 3 services that go under marketing services. Whether this is something that I want to show in the catalog or not, I'll showcase like what it looks like. Also, you always have the option whether you want this to be published or not. If you not, you can just keep it for yourself as well. So I'll just save it, and now I have a group created. So now you can see there's this marketing group created. Within that I have these 3 services. So you have that flexibility. Here you can also sort of restrict services as well. So for example, within clients you have the option to create client groups. So then you can restrict certain client groups from certain services. So there might be something secret, like someone might have a special offer and you don't want others to see it. You can do it that way. If you go into client section, you'll be able to create client groups, and then you can restrict services, and also you can restrict payment methods. So for example, it might be that for certain payment you prefer for certain services you prefer Stripe, for certain others you prefer like PayPal or Wise, right? So you can restrict those from here as well. So this is basically all you can do within this service section. If you share this with a client, so I'll just say, like, share this public URL. This is, I've just already shared it. So this is what a service would look like. So for example, this I think I already had 2 groups created before that. So let's just give it a refresh and see now the last one that we created. So these are the 3 groups that we already have. So let's just go through this. Okay, I'll just purchase this. So this is the service that I want to purchase. So see, I already had description and everything set up. I'm being given these 2 options. I can just choose, okay, fine, this is the one I want to choose. I'll put in my details. You can also link other services or add-ons to your service. I'll also showcase you that. So I'll just say, okay, fine, this add-on I like, and just continue. Then I'm being asked all these questions. So as I'm saying that within intake form, although none of this are mandatory, so I can just skip. So if you want the payment to go through, like information to come in, so make sure that all those are mandatory. Then I have this 2 options right now with Pay Stripe and bank payment. If you have PayPal integrated, it will also showcase here. So I'll just say bank payment and just pay now. So now, like, I've already done the survey. So now if I go into order, you will see, let's see, for example, this service, I've already bought an intermediary package, a subscription, whatever. If I go into subscription, you will see a subscription was created already because no payment was done. The reason no payment was done is because this was manual banking. So if I go into invoices, I'll also say an invoice, but this invoice remains open. Now if I say, okay, fine, I've received the money in the bank, paid, now you can also see in subscription that is also updated that last payment was done 14 March and whatnot. So that is how you can set up a service and get a purchase within service as well. A few other things that are very easy to understand. So you can obviously create coupons. So it can be coupon, it can be added to specific service, whatever amount that makes sense for you, whether this is one time, forever, what custom coupon code, and also whether this one to applicable for particular service or like for a particular client or whatnot, right? So if you want to limit to a particular client, whether you want this coupon to be active or not. So you can set up coupons, link it to particular services. That way you can give them special offer. Now, if I go into add-ons, the only difference is whenever someone buys an add-ons, there's no service created, because if you remember, this consultation thing showed up as an add-on to a service that I was going to buy. So the idea is that there are small sort of things that you might offer that don't want an additional order to be created. That way you can link an add-on to a particular service and have it that way. Right? So you can just click create an add-on. These are very simple stuff. You put in the details and an add-on is created. Lastly, there's a portfolio section, so you can also add your portfolio here as well. It can be certain project name, description, whatever you have done, and it might have just a link. Like it can be a Behance link, it can be a Figma link, whatever that makes sense for you. You can put in the details link, and then, as we have seen within the services, you can link this portfolio to your services. That way you'll have a comprehensive service catalog with your portfolio. You can have coupons, add-ons, and all those other stuff, and you can do all of it within, like, intake form. So intake form will help you basically create whatever form that's relevant for you, something like this, and then you can link it to particular services as well. Also, from order form, you can link add-ons and, like, other upsells products. So basically within this add-on section, you can say, like, say for this service, I want to add this whatever add-on that is relevant. Okay, fine, I want to add this consultation add-on. So something like this. So this is how you can automate and you can link all those. So this is roughly it. So this is how you can create a service, create add-ons, create coupons, and also understand, like, whatever the whole purchase lifecycle looks like when it comes to service. So if you have any other question, feel free to drop them in the comment section. We'll get back to you. If not, also feel free to reach out to our support chat. We are always live and happy to help you out as well. Thank you all. That's all from me today. Let's catch you in the next video. Thank you.